All right. Hey, it's Rogue and Chuck, and today we've brought you REM pods, and we have quite the array of REM pods. So, Chuck, let's get to it.
Okay, diving in. All right, we're gonna start with the basic REM pod. You know, this is the one everybody thinks of with REM pod. This is, I believe, the first. I also, if I'm not mistaken, Gary Galka also designed the first REM pod. This actually, I think, this is one of his products. This is DAS. And oh, by the way, Gary, we owe you an apology on that last review of the SB7 Pro. We'd had that in our hands a few hours, so we hadn't even used it. We weren't familiar with it, but we do appreciate you weighing in and giving it to us straight from the designer. So thank you, sir. And I'll say right now that what a REM pod is. REM stands for radiating electro, and some people say it stands for something different, but it's basically radiating electromagnetic field, or some people say magnet electric something, I don't know. But what it basically is, a theremin. If I'm remembering my college physics, this is basically a theremin. And if you remember that's a musical instrument. It's just a wire, two wires. It's played by your hand proximity. One is like volume and the other is pitch. And it's become a legitimate instrument in the studio. So, but that's what a REM pod is. It's
Turn it on and show them what it looks like when it goes off.
exactly. And they all share the same property. Now this one, this is the latest model of this. This has gone through several design changes over the years. And this one has, you can see 5 lights for intensity, and it has a built-in temperature sensor to tell you if the temperature drops or comes up. So we're just going to go ahead, and we got it fired up. We're going to set the REM sensitivity at maximum. We've zeroed it. The antenna, you can see, is just telescoping. We're going to re-zero that. But the closer you get, the more LEDs you get lit up. Okay, and it's basically a theremin. And the idea is, this is putting out an electric field, and it's toroidal, meaning, you know, it's shaped like a donut, basically a big donut. And this thing these usually have a dead zone right above the antenna. It won't have as much range from directly above. Is that in the camera? Yeah. Than they do from the side, because the field sticks out more. But, you know, we've used these for a long time. This is zeroing I believe that's zeroing for the temperature. But we've used these for a long time, and we've tended to get a lot of pretty good results with it. So other people have carried on, and I know Gary's kept working on the REM pod concept. So we'll move on to this one.
All right. What do you have there?
This is, I believe, it's a Chinese copy of the American REM pod, the DAS REM pod.
Okay.
It's basically the same thing. The range or sensitivity, zero it. Here's a power button on the top. Temperature on and off at temp 0. So it is exactly what the REM pod does that we just looked at. We'll fire that up.
We've never used this.
We never have, because it's bigger than the REM pod, has a longer antenna, which is easier to break, harder to protect. And the standard REM pod has always just worked fabulously. But see, this display is interesting. It has ghosts that get bigger and bigger and move towards the center
instead of more.
Yeah, and we have a cross in the center.
Oh.
Yeah, instead of more lights.
Yeah.
Is that where you're going?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a temperature 0, REM 0. and power. And this little guy I found on Amazon, okay, and it's called the HGD-02 Ghost Detector.
Oh,
So,
it's a ghost detector.
You know what? Yep, that's this. It's a ghost detector.
Okay.
And again, it's based on the theremin circuit. You know, longer antenna means a bigger field, so maybe that's an advantage. Gives them the spirits a bigger target.
Sure.
We don't know. Okay.
All right. For just thought, what's the difference in cost since they're basically the same thing?
The cost is actually pretty similar.
Okay.
They're both, last time I checked, about $150, give or take, $10, $20, but they're under $200, they're over $100.
And we're not finding the original REM Pod on Amazon, are we?
Yeah, this is still available.
On Amazon?
On Amazon, yeah.
Oh,
I believe
okay.
it's a DAS REM Pod. But
So both of these can be found on Amazon.
this was and this was.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
And, you know, I'm sure DAS has a website, too, where you could maybe order them directly, but
Sure.
I got them both on Amazon.
Okay. What do we have next?
Okay, this is from the people at Ghost Stop, Ghost Augustine, I believe. This is called the Paraforce REM Master. Okay, and this one is neat because number one, it's small. Okay, lightweight. The antenna actually detaches and it telescopes for transport. So this is very good for portability. But we'll just plug that in and set it up. And we can see by the LEDs up here that it does have different colors. And this is acting like a strength meter. So we'll turn that on. And it's supposed to be self-zeroing. So there we go. Now we'll test it. Oh, that works pretty well. I'd say the range is less than the REM Pod Classic over here. This has better range. But this is pretty good. What do you think, Rogue?
So what's the cost of this one?
This one, this was cheaper than those. This was under $150.
Okay, and you bought this one?
This one came directly from Ghost
Stop?
Yep.
All right.
And they're constantly developing new products. So, and you know, watch for sales too. They put stuff on sale a lot. We're not affiliated with
Anyone.
yeah.
So I kind of like that one again for the size.
Yeah.
But again, you're getting what you're getting. So you get better range if you're going to carry something a little bit larger.
So far. Yeah.
All right. So what's next?
Next is an even smaller. I just found this recently on eBay, and it doesn't come with any instructions. And it just says on the front here, ghost hunting, above this the mask face there, which I'm sure they're not using with permission. But this is cool. It just takes a 9-volt standard battery. If I can get the cover back on, we'll edit that out. The cover sucks. So we'll turn this on, and this is only about, you know, the size of a pack of cigarettes for those of you who remember smoking. So we'll turn it on, set it down. Look at that. Now this is no frills. This only has one color and one sound, but it has sensitivity that rivals the REM Pod Classic, especially up here at the top of the antenna. Let me see if you can see that. You know, I'm 6 inches away before it's interrupting the field. So, and that's what these do, by the way, is that electrical field, I believe, generates a voltage. And when something interrupts it, the voltage drops. And I believe that's what the circuit is detecting, is that voltage drop.
All right. So let's go on a scale from, 1 to 5. Right now I'm going to give that one 5 because for size and sensitivity.
Right. It works. It doesn't.
I don't care about the different colors.
Right. If something's touching it, that's what you want to know.
Right? That's that's what we're here for. So,
And this weighs nothing. So
what's the cost of this one?
This one was under $40.
So it's even got you hit on price. So all right. I'm going to give 2 thumbs up and a 5 on that one.
If you've got a club and you're trying to outfit several people, this is the way to go.
Well, club or not, it's showing the sensitivity and what we're getting. I mean,
it works.
It's just, I like that, the sensitivity.
Yeah.
So. All right, so what's this last one we have here? I like the way it looks.
The last one.
And it's the biggest and probably the brightest and the lightest. So I'm expecting big things from this one.
See that coil up there? It kind of looks like something from Frankenstein's lab.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
This also I got from, this is part of the Paraforce line.
From Ghost Stop?
From Ghost Stop,
okay.
Yeah. And I don't even think they make these anymore.
So how old is this?
I've had this less than a month, but I don't even see it on their website.
Oh, so.
And I got it on sale.
Did it have good reviews?
You know what? I just grabbed it because I liked the idea that they were using a coil instead of just a straight antenna, because theoretically a coil will not have the dead spots. Remember the other antenna? I had to get way close to it coming down from the top. This one shouldn't have that, so let's try it. And again, we have 4 colors here, so.
All right, let's see.
Why don't you try that?
Well,
Lori,
you just keep touching it. You do the same.
All right. There it goes. Coming down from the top, I'm about 1.5 inches away. Coming in from the side, see, well, that's about the same, 1 inch or 1.5 inches.
I mean, get in there. What's it going to take for that thing to get off?
You got to be right next to it.
On it.
Yeah.
Bummer. All right, let's go price point on this one.
Well, and another thing, I just want to say this. When I first got this, the coils were smashed together and it had no range at all. So I experimented with spacing the coil, and this is about where I got the best results. So experiment with that. But I got this on sale. I believe it was in the $60 to $70 range. And that makes sense now that it was on sale if they were clearing it out.
Yeah, I'm going to say worth $20 overpriced and 1 thumb down. Like,
I wouldn't
it's got
take it.
Looks.
Yeah. I mean, it works, but it doesn't have the range.
It's a novelty.
And it's very bulky.
Yeah, I don't think that's something that we're going to see in one of our kids.
No, I'm not going to haul that across.
So definitely a novelty.
Across the country.
All right.
So this one is Lori's favorite so far, I guess, of all of those. You like that one the most?
I do like that one the best. I like, again, for size, because we do carry so much equipment, have so much equipment, but sometimes we just throw things in a bag, and it's how much we can grab.
Yeah.
And, we can have that even in my, like our small car kits that we have when we're rogue on the road and just stopping because something's out there. So the OG, you've got to give it 2 thumbs up just because it started, REM pods.
Yeah.
Without it, we wouldn't be here. So
yeah, Gary had the idea to use that a theremin idea as a spirit detector. So
yeah, so definitely 2 thumbs up because we wouldn't be here without it.
And it is very rugged. This is a piece of PVC, heavy duty plastic plumbing, meant for like drain lines and sewer lines. It's really rugged. I mean, the only thing you have to worry about is the antenna, really,
right?
And the LEDs. But
we carry 5, 6 of those sometimes when we're out on investigation. So,
and for years, that's all there was.
We do have multiples of that one in particular.
True.
All right. Well, I've really enjoyed going through these different REM pods. If anybody's got any comments, we really like that. We'd like to get back with you. Chuck is much more technical than I am, as we've all noticed. But it's always fun to go through, teach you a little bit about what we're out here doing. And
But yeah, send us your questions, and we'll put them. We'll bring them up here. You know, if it's something people want to hear about or something that we didn't cover, let us know.
all right, we'll see you next time.
See ya.